Alrighty, what is up, guys? It's been a long time since I made a video, so I figured I would make one here. Hopefully you guys can see rocking the Steve Jobs shirt, and there's a reason for this shirt. Innovation. That's kind of what we're going to talk about here today. We're mainly going to focus on eBay. As the title says, how to get more sales on eBay. At least how I've done some things. I was just talking to a guy the other day who owns a brick and mortar t-shirt shop, and I was showing him my eBay statistics, and these changes that I'm going to go over with you here, I've only done since August, okay? Probably mid to late August, so I would say about a month and a half at most, and I've already done, he's been on eBay since 2001, and I've sold more items than he has in 15 years, and I've done that in a month and a half. I'm not, a power seller or anything like that, but I've done some things. I just checked my account yesterday, and I actually am eligible for top-rated seller. And like I said, if they evaluate me today, I'm eligible for top-rated seller, which is huge. And like I said, I've only kicked this stuff off for a month and a half. So I just keep doing what I'm doing. Some of the things I'm going to talk about here, I should have no problem. I apologize for the crappy lighting. I know there's a glare on this board. Unfortunately, this board isn't really meant for eBay or for YouTube videos. This is kind of like my idea board, and unfortunately it happens to be facing a back window, a door, and there's a light right there. So I mean, I tried everything. If I turn the light off, it's really, you can't even see. So I apologize, but you should still be able to read the words. So you got, just a little bit about me if you haven't watched any of my other videos. I quit my job in July to sell on Amazon and eBay full-time. And now I do sell on Amazon, but we're not going to talk about Amazon today. Amazon's a whole other animal. Maybe I'll tackle that in another video. This is specifically for eBay. So when I started selling on eBay, I've been selling on eBay since about 2003. Just off and on, cell phones, just little things here and there. Never really tried to turn it into a business. When I decided to sell on Amazon, and again, I apologize that I'm like kind of far away. You can't see it, but right here, this is like my sourcing table. This is where I do all my work for Amazon and eBay and stuff. So there's a big dresser in my way. That's why I'm like 2 feet away from the board. But anyway, so I started selling on eBay. Amazon was going great. Amazon's still going good. But on eBay, I was listing stuff, I wasn't really having any hits. I had maybe 1 sale a week if I was lucky. Just couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. I was seeing videos of other people, making 10,000, 5,000, even 2,000 a month. It was more, I was making like 50 bucks maybe. So I knew I was doing something wrong. So I went on vacation in July, in the beginning of July. I shut down, I deactivated all my listings. I only had, I think, like 20 or something. I shut them all down because can't do vacation mode. Obviously, Amazon, you don't need to do that. And then when I came back, I decided to retool. I was going to do some research, figure out this whole eBay thing, figure out what if there's tips and tricks and, ways to kind of get yourself in there. So I did that, and then I came back, like I said, in August, early to mid-August, and I started applying some of these things that I'm going to tell you about. And like I said, I went from selling like 1 item a week to about anywhere from, I would say, 2 to 6 items a day. Now we're not talking, $100 items or anything like that. It's all about, just flipping your capital, getting it back. So buying a shirt for $3, selling it for $6. Buying a pair of pants for $8, selling it for $15. You don't go for the home runs every time. It's about the base hits. You do that enough times, just like in baseball. If you hit 3 hits out of every 10 at bats, that's Hall of Fame territory, and that's 3 out of 10. So you don't need to go for the home runs every time. You get those little base hits over and over. So the things that we're going to talk about today that have made a difference in my business are pretty simple. So we're going to talk keywords. We're going to talk talk, which is basically titles. We're going to talk customer service. Which deals with returns, shipping, and then we're going to talk about presentation. Now, in order of importance, I would say it goes probably 1, 2, 3. And the reason I say that is because if you don't have this right, then this and this don't matter because you're not going to sell anything. So this is definitely number 1 right here. Okay. So if you want to take notes, do that, because I'm going to erase this here in a second as soon as I find what I did with my, here it is, my trusty eraser. So this is what we're going to go over. Keywords, which is basically titles, customer service, returns, shipping, presentation. So I'll just write that over here, just a little acronym here. Key, KT, customer service, ship, returns, and presentation. Okay, so we'll go over these kind of one by one. So I'm going to erase this. So let's talk keywords. Everybody knows about keywords, but there's a couple things that people just don't know. I apologize for my handwriting. I'm a horrible writer. So keywords. The thing with keywords is that eBay has something, and I'm sure you're familiar with it, called best match, right? Best match. Now, do you know what best match is, or do you think you know what best match is? Because here's what best match is not. And again, this is according to all the data that I've researched. I'm not a guru. I don't know this as fact. All I know is that I've sold a lot more stuff since I've been following what I'm going to tell you. So best match. Best match, let me tell you what it is not. It is not jamming as many keywords into the title as you can. That is not what best match is. What best match is the best matching title based on what the customer typed in. So, let's say you're selling a garlic press. That's a favorite funny thing on Amazon. So, let's say you're selling a garlic press, right? Let's say your title is garlic press, green and silver. You got some model number in there, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 inches, kitchen, what else? Flatware or something like that. Something like that, right? Now, if somebody types in, now let's say I'm looking for a garlic press. What am I, out of these words, what am I most likely to type into search on eBay? Probably either these right here, garlic press, or kitchen. Kitchen, put that maybe in the front, or for kitchen. Something like that. Probably it's going to be that. But I might type in kitchen garlic press or garlic press for kitchen or house, and you might also put this in your title. I've seen this before. Housewares. Okay. So let's just say I typed in, just for the sake of argument of this video, let's say I typed in this. This is what I typed right here. This is what your listing shows. Now, you have garlic press in here. A lot of people are going to have garlic press in there. You know what? And to make this even a better example, let's switch these around, just so you can see what I mean. Let's do silver, green, metal. Let's do that. All right. And then I'm just going to abbreviate. Okay. So let's say your title, silver green metal garlic press, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 inches, kitchen flatware housewares, right? Little span right here, flatware housewares. If I type in this, when I'm searching for your product, notice this word, these two words, they're 4 down, okay? So again, best match is not, oh, this guy typed in garlic press. Here's garlic press, so we're going to shoot this guy to the top. That's not how it works. If you want your listings to be at the top when someone types this, then you have to start your listing with this. So it has, if you find your keywords are hot, garlic press, and kitchen, then you better have that right here. Because again, eBay does care where your keywords are. So if you're selling a garlic press for the kitchen, and you have your little keyword tool or whatever you use, Google, whatever it is, if you see that these are hot and these are like long tail or this one, most people don't care about color until they're actually in looking at the product. They're like, oh, maybe I want a red one. So if these are your hot words, make sure you have these in the front because eBay cares. The new algorithm, that's how they do. Again, that's what this is. It's just not, it's not, oh, well, I see kitchen here, I see press over here, and I see garlic over here. So that's a best match. Wrong. If they're searching this, you better have this right here. This crap don't matter. Unless it's a specific thing, like you're selling an electronic, a vintage or something like that, that an item number is specific. I see item numbers on clothing. Who the hell is searching a clothing item number? What, 1 out of 100 million people actually know the item numbers of the clothes they wear? Forget this. This is a waste of space. This is a waste right here. That's a waste. If this was my listing, I would be rearranging this to be, again, whatever the keyword is. I don't know if this is the hot keyword. I'm just using it as an example. So get your keywords right. If this is the hot, if these are the hot words, make sure the hot words are in the front. Okay? That's the way best match works. Again, not best matched on how many words they typed and how many words you have in your title. It's how many words they typed, the words they typed in the order they typed. And does your order follow that? That's best match. Okay? Now, long gone are the days where you could just get all these keywords in here, right? And stick them in your description and be good to go and be like extra, you know, they're going to find that. Here's the problem with that. eBay's algorithm by default, unless the customer or you, whoever is searching, specifically goes into the eBay settings and checks the box, also search in description, it doesn't search in the description. And with most people now, what is it, 70% of all sales on eBay happen from mobile. So you better get your listings right first, the keywords first, because people aren't going to waste time searching in the description. More than likely, they're going to look at the first couple pages, then maybe they might try typing something different if they don't find what they want. But most people are not going into the settings and checking on search in the description and do all this. They're going to go by title, best match, which is the automatic default, and they're going to go by whatever it is they're looking for. If it's a used clothing, they're just going to do used. Most people won't even do auction or buy now. They just do the title and used if they're looking for used, or brand new, and that's it. Most people, from what I've researched, obviously some people use the other ones, but most people just do, especially on your phone when you're just flipping away. So that's keywords. Okay, we'll finish up now. So get your keywords right. Listen to this again and what I just said about the best match and everything. If it doesn't make sense, listen to it a couple times and you'll get it. You'll understand. Okay, so we got keywords down. Customer service, one of my personal favorites. So let's say, okay, so you got your keywords and your titles are good to go. Good to go. You're selling product. Okay, people want to buy your stuff. Good job. What happens after that? What happens when somebody buys your stuff? So again, we talked about customer service is shipping. That should be an H. And returns. Let's do this one first. What's your shipping time? If you want to be top rated, I know it's at least 1 day or same day. If you're selling on eBay, what do you need more than a day for? You should have this stuff already ready. Doesn't matter if you're doing it part-time, full-time. People who are buying on eBay, thanks to Amazon with their fast shipping, people don't want to wait 2 weeks to get their stuff. So if you have like a 3 or 4 day handling time on it, unless it's something big, but still, you shouldn't have more than a day. I don't see why you would need more than 1 day handling time. And eBay doesn't count the weekend, so that doesn't matter. But I mean, if you're taking pictures, if you listed your stuff, it should be ready to go out the door. All you got to do is pack it up. Especially if you're selling clothing. I don't know why you would have anything more than a day. Now, for me, this is what I do. On my listings, I have a 1 day handling time, okay, on everything. Now, normally, depending on when they buy stuff, I usually will send it out same day. So and I don't put this in my listing because I always like to have a buffer zone. And again, one day handling time is good for top rated, but I send my stuff out same day depending on what it is. Today I sold a suit jacket, and the guy paid me. I shipped it out. He bought it from me at like 10 o'clock in the morning. I have a 1 day handling time. I didn't have to mail that till tomorrow. Mailed it today. Already was going to the post office anyway. I came back and redid it. This stuff matters. Shipping matters. The speed matters. I'll give you another example. I sold a product to a guy on Monday. I had just come from the post office, and this happens all the time, actually. It's pretty funny. But I just dropped off some stuff at the post office, and I was on my way back, just checking the time here, on my way back, and I sold something, and I came back in, went upstairs, got it, went back to the post office. This guy got it the next day. So now that was because he lived in this state. He lived about an hour away, but still, that's customer service. That's what I'm talking about. Get your customer service in check. Returns. Nobody likes returns. I know, everybody hates returns. Start accepting them. Doesn't matter if you want to accept them or not. eBay, pretty much 99% of the time, will force you to accept a return. So put returns on your thing. Who cares? People are going to do it. If you don't like it, then, you can try and fight it, but if you want to be successful and top rated, you got to do that stuff. You got to accept returns. Now, contrary to popular belief, you don't have to have 30-day returns to be top rated. Maybe for top rated plus, but like I said, I only do 14-day returns. I've never offered a 30-day return ever since I've been selling on Amazon for almost 2 decades. Never. Like I said, I just looked at my settings. I'm eligible for top rated seller. 14-day returns. They prefer 30-day returns. That's what they prefer. But if you dig around in the guidelines, you'll see that 14 days is acceptable. So just do 14 days on everything, go from there. Now again, if you want to be top rated plus or power seller, I don't know what you have to do to get to that. I've never really researched it because I offer, and especially with the top rated seller with the 1 day handling, I don't know what the 2 day, 3 day or whatever is because I've never researched that because I offer 1 day anyway, so that doesn't matter. To me anyway. So we talked about customer service, shipping, returns. Presentation. Now I would say, like I said, this is number 2. Even though I'm covering it last, I just went in order of this little thing. Presentation matters. What do your pictures look like? Now I don't mean you don't have to go out and hire a professional photographer, but what kind of pictures are you taking? If you're selling clothing, are you taking measurements? You should be. Because how many different clothing brands are there in the world? A lot. So a Hanes extra large And a Fruit of the Loom extra large could be completely different. An Armani extra large versus a, Polo extra large, again, a lot different. You can't tell something just by looking at the picture. What if somebody doesn't know? I know for a fact myself, I've had a few polo shirts in my day where they say large and it's like super tight, and another one I have says large and it's like it's flowy. So get measurements. It takes an extra 3 seconds. This is what I use. I'll show you right here. Every one of my clothing photos has this in it. I take measurements long way, this way. So from here, I do it this way and this way. That way now, not everybody knows their chest measurement. Not everybody knows their torso measurement. I understand that. However, people will appreciate it. People will appreciate seeing that you took the extra 2 seconds to at least show them what it looks like. Also, presentation on the back end. What are you doing when you ship stuff? Let's say you sell a t-shirt. How are you shipping that? Are you just folding it up and throwing it in a poly mailer and calling it good? Folding it up, throwing it in a bubble mailer and calling it good? Or do you take the time to fold it nicely, looks like it came from in a store, and are you putting it in a poly bag? I'll show you what I do. Every item I sell, every single one, whether it's clothing, electronics, I don't care what it is, goes in something like this. I have all different sizes. This is usually what I put, like jeans. I'll fold jeans up to fit in here, t-shirts, sweaters, whatever. I also have big ones, like for the suit jackets and plush and stuff like that. But so here's another size, okay, right here. I sold an electronic. I sold an MP3 player. I wrapped the MP3 player in a bag like that. I wrapped the charger in a separate bag. Then I wrapped it all in bubble wrap and shrink wrapped it. Now some might say that's overkill, sure. But I want people to know that I took the time to prepare it. Maybe they'll buy from me again. Well, if they do, that's one thing. What I do know is that I see it in my feedback. When people leave you feedback like, excellent product, exactly as described, packed great, super fast shipping, definitely buy from again. Who knows if they'll buy from me again? I don't know. I don't care, but it's all my feedback. I love it when I see package came before expected. Package came before eBay said it would come. Very well prepared. I want people to make it look like it's coming from a store almost. Yes, it's used on most of the stuff, but that doesn't mean you crumble it up in a ball, throw it in a poly mailer, and send it on its way. Presentation matters. Pictures. I have a minimum, depending on what I'm selling, but a minimum of 5 photos of each thing. If I'm selling a shirt, I got the design, the front, the back, the torso measurement, and the chest measurement, at least. Now, if it's a unique shirt, I'll take a couple different pictures if it has something on the sleeve. Like for this shirt, let's say I was selling this on eBay. So I would take a close-up of this, just the graphic. Then I would take a far away shot of the whole shirt. Then I would take a shot of the back. Obviously, there's nothing on it. I know that, but other people don't. Then I would take a measurement from here to here, and then here to here. And that's it. That's a basic one, 5. And of course, a close-up, of the tag, the size, so they can see it. So research that stuff, guys. I'll write it down one more time, just so you know. Number 1, keywords and titles go hand in hand. 2, presentation. 3, customer service. So get these 3 in check, guys. And I'm telling you, you will sell more. I don't believe the whole list 10 items a day thing and all that other crap. I don't do it that way. I usually have a bulk upload, maybe 2 to 3 days a week, where I list like 20 things. Not every day. I don't list every day. And I sell stuff. Maybe I would sell more, but I'm doing fine with listing it, 2 or 3 days a week. But get your keyword, get this. This is the most important, again, because if people can't find your stuff, it doesn't matter what you do here. You have to get this in check. Hopefully you found this helpful. If so, leave me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the description or leave them in the comments section. And take care. Have a good one.